Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? This is Superior Vintage Iron channel doing a checkup, check in. And what do we got? Oh, what do we got over here? We got Mikey. Oh, man, what are you riding off into the sunset right now?
Yeah, into Mexico, actually.
Wow, look at this bike, huh? This thing look good.
Well, you know, I've been trying.
Tell us all about it. What's been done?
Well,
what's happening?
It's a bike now, obviously. I think the last few times you guys have seen it, the final fab wasn't done, but if you guys recall that I said the final fab was going to get done, and it is, thanks to our buddy Mike in Santa Cruz at 84 Below. He is the motherfucking man. If you guys haven't seen his work, you guys are about to see it, and I hope you guys are ready because you ain't gonna need those panties for when they drop.
It's a panty dropper, huh?
Yes,
I'd say so.
Yeah, I mean, let's not keep them waiting.
Either that or it's an old white guy panty dropper. I don't really know. Same thing, I guess.
Same thing, I guess.
But give us a rundown on this '69 Shovelhead that morphed into this. What do we got going on in here?
Well, this has been a little over a year. It's gonna be about a year and a half of a build since I blew the motor. I mean, yeah, somebody blew it for me. But
You blew it, yeah. All right.
whatever. Anyways, so it's been coming along. You know, I did the hardtail, did the rebuild on the engine, rebuilt transmission. Gone through a few different things. Did a couple rear fenders. I didn't like the first two, and I had Mike do this sick ass narrow fender in the rear.
Yeah, that fender. I mean, that's hot right there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that's a pretty narrow 418 tire. I mean, that sissy bar's looking bitchin' too, but I mean, most trailer fenders are about 5 inches wide. And I mean, that thing is just hugging it. And Mike did a fantastic job narrowing that. I mean, we can stick stuff together here. We're pretty okay with welding, but sheet metal work is just an art in itself, and we're just not set up to do that type of work. But the fender just came out phenomenal. But you know, what's up with the rest of the bike? Tell us. Everybody wants to know what you got in that motor.
It's got some alright stuff. You know, just 4.5-inch flywheels.
Yeah, how many cubic inches is that?
84.
Wow,
If I'm not
84
mistaken.
cubic inches.
I mean, I'm not good at math. Obviously, that's why I paint new body work.
Yeah,
So,
it's 84 cubic inches,
It's 84
guys.
cubic
I'm the guy
inches.
that built the motor, so I know. Well, we repositioned the bike just to kind of give you guys a better shot of the exhaust. We weren't really making a good interpretation of what those things look like, but I think you guys can get the idea. I mean, they came out fantastic. Why don't you explain all about it?
well, this is originally what I had wanted. Just like a shotgun style, you know, real sleek, real tight. And Mike didn't show me any pictures. That's kind of one of those things, you know, I just gave him the reins over this thing and said, this is kind of what I want. And he didn't send me any pictures. You know, when I told him I'm going to be going down to pick it up, he said, all right, cool. Figured out a time frame, and when we were driving up, this is kind of what I was looking at, and I was blown away. I was like, holy shit, that's not what I expected.
I mean, you can
But
even
it
see in
really
here.
did.
You can see in here, guys, the notch that he put in there, just to kind of get these pipes really nice and tight. Might be hard to make out, but I mean, it's real subtle, but you know, that's the kind of stuff that we really trip out on, and a lot of people may not pick up on that, but
Yeah, you gotta come check out this front too, because you know I am running mag. He did everything's real tight.
yeah. What did he say about the mag and the front pipe, Mike?
I don't remember, to be
Well,
honest, but
what he said is that a lot of people that run shotguns usually have like a timer
they
set
have
up.
a timer, yeah. It's
So there's a little room in here, so a lot of people bring the pipe through here and then come out. But because of the mag, we didn't have the clearance, so the wraparound on the frame to be as clean as it is and just kind of have a really nice look to it is hard to do. And I think Mike over there really pulled it off. I mean, which we knew he would, but you know, it's he really does good work. So fantastic work.
Yeah, so here we are. I mean, this is basically a semi-finished bike, other than chrome and paint. And I was originally going to do just a powder-coated black frame and just a quick paint job to get it down to El Diablo for this year. We're riding out to that, so we got a group of about 20 guys that we know that are willing to make the trek. Some of them are going to take their old school vans and then ride out from Temecula. I have family there, Lake Elsinore too. So I think we're going to ride from up here. I think that's the plan.
Well, you want to be a man about it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I can't fit a huge ass bag on here like Nick can on his bike. So I think I'm going to probably just take a pair of socks and a pair of board shorts and my passport, and it'll be strapped to this thing. And then
So basically, he's going to be real smelly. But that's what it's all about, you know.
so, but yeah, I mean, this is where I'm at on my bike. I know you guys have been excited to see it.
Speaking of that, just cheers to the new bike
Oh yeah, that's right.
being almost done. I mean,
It's been, I didn't think it would get here. I mean, for the longest time, it took me about 2 months to get a goddamn kickstand, but I got it.
yeah, tell me about it.
You know, yeah, it was a bitch putting it on the lift all the time, but it's on there.
So that's kind of the general update of what we got going on. As far as my bikes, you know, we're pretty much, I'm gonna kind of walk down the line here. The panhead's the panhead. I changed the bars out. I kind of am feeling these bars a little better. It's got more of the style I was looking for as far as what this bike was going towards. So it's we really want to have push to get Mikey's bike done. So this is kind of, you know, back burner project, but we did mount up the gas tank and
Stripped it down.
we stripped it down a little bit. We took some parts to the swap meet that I've been meaning to sell. So, you know, there's been a little progress, but not really that much, and I'm okay with that.
Month and a half, I'd say, to get this thing dialed in. Just minor issues, you know, like tuning the carb, because this is the carb off the panhead.
Yeah, I put an M74B on this. The M35 that was on it, which is what would have came with the 46 originally, it was just giving me a lot of issues, and it was rebuilt by a
Source.
somewhat of a Linkert
Guru.
but I think it was just too undersized for this engine, and it just didn't have enough fuel to get through. So I'm currently going through it right now to try to enlarge it and basically make it flow a little better. But for now, it's going to stay with the M74 on it because it's running good, tuned up with that, and that should be a good. I want reliability. I'm obviously going down the El Diablo run, so that is that's what we're looking for. So I'm keeping it on there at least until we get through that ride, and we might mess with it a little more afterwards. But I'm almost tempted to leave it alone because it runs so good and so cherry. So
yeah.
that's where we're at with there. And the XR's, well, if the XR's the XR, it's a Honda, so haven't had to do anything to it. That's been my daily rider. I've been riding this every day. I sold my pickup truck that I had, so I basically just had a motorcycle this whole time now. So that's what I've been riding. And
in the last videos, it had your 6-gallon tank.
oh yeah, well, so I did put
this is a little bit of an updated aesthetic here.
yeah. So
It's got all the white stuff in the front now.
That's right. This is I did a full white plastics package. I found this gas tank on Craigslist 4-gallon tank, so it definitely fits the lines a little bit better. It's good for around town. I'm happy with it. Obviously, I think if I go on a big long trip, I'll swap out my big gas tank on there. But as far as aesthetics and weight savings, it's a lot nicer that little smaller gas tank. So yeah, that's kind of basically where we're at right now. We do have some kind of interesting news that we kind of got in the works. Mikey, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so we got some shirts. We got a t-shirt design, and we just put the order in for the shirts this morning. And if you guys follow us on any social media stuff, you guys have probably seen it. If not, I'll give you guys a sneak peek of it on my phone. Let me pull it up here.
I don't know. Do we think we want to give them a sneak peek?
I think so.
I think we should make them follow on Instagram or something.
We'll give them the logo. How's that?
Okay, so you get to see what it's gonna kind of look like on this busted up ass phone, but you'll kind of get the idea.
Hey man, I work in a body shop, so
Yeah, so apparently that gives you full reign to have a broke dick ass phone.
Well, anyways, here we'll just give them.
What do we got going on here? Show them
We'll
the
give them
thing.
the front and back.
Don't
just
show
so
many
we're-
nudes, all right? Come on.
I don't have any in there.
All right, give them a.
So
See if I can get in on that there. So it's gonna be might be kind of hard to tell, but that's gonna be the back of the shirt. We'll have a small logo on the front, and
we'll tag the guy that made it for us. He reached out to us from Indonesia, which is actually one of the places that I think we will try to go to in the future. I think we talked about doing the Bali, Indonesia show and then doing Yokohama because they're so close together, but obviously with COVID and everything wasn't able to happen. But I think we'll try to in the near future. But yeah, big props to that guy in Indonesia. I don't really know how to pronounce his name correctly, but once we get it on social media, we'll tag the guy. He did a fucking badass job on that design. So Nick.
Yeah, it's looking pretty choice anyway. But I don't know. I think we should give him a little show. How do you look on that thing? Besides
like a guy that doesn't know how to ride a motorcycle.
Besides you just basically dwarfing it.
Hey man. Hey, the camera adds like 20 pounds if you didn't know.
Yeah, it actually adds a couple hundred, but you know, I'm not gonna.
They say 20, but
I think it's realistically like a couple hundred. But anyway, that's what's going on now. I don't know. We ought to give him a cold start on that knucklehead, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give him a cold start. I'd ask Mikey to do it, but I don't think he's capable.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Rarely get off the motorcycle.
I know.
It's rolling.
I know.
You're gonna edit this out, aren't you?
I can edit it out, yeah.
Yeah. Cold start. Gotta turn the gas on.
Yeah, good idea. Wow, first real kick.
Pretty much. There she blows.
All right, until next time, guys.
catch you on the chopper side. Or whatever.